Hey, what's up, YouTube? Greetings, guys. I'm still in Antalya. I haven't died or anything yet. I've been here for 5 months. Met the love of my life, got married, and found out that it takes a really long time uh, for people from certain countries to get visas to visit Canada. But we're hanging in there and things are going good. I wanted to make this video because someone asked me how I retired already early, I guess you could say. And I'll try to keep this to 10 minutes or less. But basically, when I was 30 years old, I moved to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I had absolutely nothing. Um, my never had a dad, and my mom, she went bankrupt twice. And um, essentially, my point is, I had nothing. No one's going to give me a house when they pass away, anything like that. Only child. Um, and not to say, I'm not saying that as a victim thing, okay? But I'm just telling you how it was, right? I grew up in a trailer court, and but my mom was the best woman in the world and told me I could do anything if I first worked for it. You know, she said, if you want love in your life, you got to first give love. You want friends, you got to be a friend, right? So same thing with work. But I always really valued money because I never had it. So I had 35 different jobs up until I was 30, and just made enough to pay the rent and that sort of thing. But I'd always done personal training part time. I never really believed in myself because at that time, back in the 90s, 2000s, it was pretty rare to have a trainer, and I just thought it was only for movie stars and stuff. So I might train like one or two people, and it was always a part time thing. But I want to make this about the investing thing. So if I had nothing at 30, how did I retire? Well, I ended up uh, meeting this trainer in Edmonton, and I got a job as a trainer with a club. And it was really good because for the first time, I didn't have to sell anything. They would give me clients and I'd train them. So I thought it was great. I didn't like sales. I just wanted to train people because I love it. And it was good. It wasn't like crazy money or anything, but I could pay the rent and stuff. But then this girl said, well, why don't you run your own business? Because the club would give me about 30% of what they charge the client. So if they charge the client $80 a session and sold them a package of 50 sessions or whatever, I would make $20 out of every 80. So I was making like 20 bucks an hour training people, which is great. I loved it. I thought that was awesome. But I'm sitting there, okay, well, I'm doing all the work, so it doesn't make any sense. But she introduced me to this place where I could pay rent, much like a hairstylist pays rent to rent a chair, and run my own business completely, do my own, be my own corporation or sole proprietor. And that. So now I charge the same as the club I used to work at, but I got all the revenue and I pay the rent. And so I thought it was amazing. And coming from the trailer park and always just living check to check, I thought, okay, I want to invest and I want to try and get ahead. Like I don't want to have to always work, right? Um, so I started training this guy, and he was a mutual fund advisor, and he got me to invest in mutual funds. But I knew that that was, it was like 4% interest, and then it was just, going nowhere after a year or two. And then I met another client, and him and his wife are like the most positive, wonderful people I know. And this guy's got McLarens, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and what do you do? And he's a property developer, so he used to build strip malls and shopping malls and stuff. But he would take a group of, say, 20, 30 investors, private money, say, okay, each of you guys gives me $1 million, and I'll take that 20 million and build a shopping mall and then pay you interest, right? So this is an alternative to stock market investing or mutual funds or anything like that. And I trusted him so much, and I still do. They're just awesome people. If you have a trust relationship, I mean, definitely stick together and use that. Um, so, anyways, he said, normally I need $1 million investment minimum, but your family, you're our trainer. I train his whole family, and he said I'll let you invest. So what I did is I took a home equity line of credit out on my condo. I've been working hard for about 5, 6 years, and I paid off my condo. And at the time, interest rates were really low. So if you took out a HELOC, it was like free money. Like I think I was paying 2.9% on it or something. But he would give me um, 12% per year, and he would pay me 1% per month on my investment. So I took out 80% on my condo. I think my condo was worth 300 or at the time or something. And then I was getting checks 1% per month, and I still do, right? So that was the best investment I ever made. Um, so if you know a property developer, that's a great investment. And then after that, I thought, well, I want to manage my own money, so I opened up a Questrade account, and eventually I did cash out with RSPs I had with my other client and moved them over to my Questrade. And I started researching on monthly dividend paying funds because I thought, well, if my property developer friend is, giving me these monthly checks, I could just live off them. You know, are there investments like that on the stock market? And it turns out there are. There's lots. There's companies here in Canada like Brompton Funds, Middlefield Management, Canoe, Quadravest. Uh, there's a bunch purpose investments, and basically these guys charge like 0.6%, somewhere around there, management fee, and you can invest in a group of companies or even a group of funds. And what they do is they take whatever gains, like if the stocks go up by whatever 5% this month, you'll always get that 1% per month, no matter what. Now, some of them are called split funds. It gets complicated. But anyways, my point is I started managing my own money. And so right now, like on the Canadian stock market over the last, say, 5 years, uh, it's no problem to make 1% per month safely for the rest of your life. In my opinion, that's just how I think. You could there be a nuclear war tomorrow? Yes, but hasn't happened. Life is good. So, if you have, so what I tell people is this is really important. Okay, like you got to listen to this. Uh, Everything that you buy, okay, if you're not motivated to save, if you're like, fuck, I don't have anything, well, what's the point? Think about this. Everything that you purchase doesn't just cost you $3, like this coffee, if it's $3, let's say. It costs you much more than that. It costs you 1% per month for the rest of your life. Think about that for a second. So if I buy a cup of coffee, instead of investing that $3 at 1% per month, you follow me? This cost me 3 cents or 1% of monthly income for the rest of my life. I gave up that opportunity. It's called opportunity cost. And I've never heard anyone on YouTube say this, but I want to make this the point of the video. I retired because I knew that every penny I saved, I never went on vacations, didn't spend money on crazy stuff. This is going to make me 3 cents more per month for the rest of my life. Sounds stupid, but if it's $1,000 off your paycheck every month, that $1,000 represents $10 a month of income for the rest of your life. Okay, well, then you invest another $1,000. Well, now you're making $20 a month. Well, that's like 1 hour of work every month that you don't have to do anymore. And then you put $16,000 in. That's $160 a month of income. That's a whole day that I don't have to work. Now, you probably make more than that, whatever. But you see my point. Then you get to $100,000. Now you're making $1,000 a month. And these funds, these Canadian stock market funds, most of them pay in what's called eligible dividends, which are almost tax-free if you don't make any other income. So once you do retire, all that money you're making in is almost tax-free. I think I pay about like $5,000 a year in taxes. And then you've got your TFSA, of course, is tax free. So fill up your TFSA first, like 100%. Don't fuck with all that RSP stuff. It's just bullshit. So, anyways, I hope that motivates you guys. So, for every $100 you save, you put in these funds, you're gonna make $1 a month for the rest of your life. Okay, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. It keeps building, and pretty soon you're like, holy shit, look at this. Why should I work, right? And of course, I still train people. I train people online, my close friends. But I'm just living life. I'm hanging out in Antalya. Who knows where I'll go next? But yeah, just a different video for you guys. Wanted to hopefully inspire you guys who are out there. Just remember, everything you buy costs you 1% per month for the rest of your life. Try to save up enough so that you can take an extra day off every month. That's a good place to start. Set little goals and go higher, that sort of thing. If I can, I recommend looking at websites to learn about the news and stuff. I can elaborate more on this. I'm already over my 10 minutes. But 1% per month. Right? Next time you want to splurge on whatever, just think about that. Oh, if I invest it. And then what I'll do is I'll cut this off here, and then if you guys are interested, I can make more videos and talk about exactly what investments I invest in and that sort of thing. But yeah, something a little different. All right, later, dudes.